What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fluffhammer. So I've just put up a list of paints you're going to need, and here I am in front of you just showing the paints that we'll be using today. It's not a traditional kind of grey highlight, it's more of a blue tone, as you can tell from the kind of blue greys of the Fenrisian Grey, the Incubi Darkness, and the Stigadon Green, which is much more of a blue than a green, kind of turquoisey colour. So anyway, we're starting with Incubi Darkness over a black base coat, and basically here I'm looking to do probably a double thickness edge highlight. I'm looking to leave a small rim of black in between the armour edge, and I'm going to follow the whole way around all the gold trim, and then also there is a large cut through, or like greys through the middle of the armour, so I'm looking to highlight the underside of that as well. Okay, so next up we're going into Stigadon Green, which, like I said earlier, is a bit more of a kind of blue tone or a turquoise. It's only just lighter than the Incubi Darkness, but it's a really good stage. I think it just, sets the stage nicely. It blends it without having to do any wet blending. So basically we're looking to edge highlight round all the Incubi Darkness that we've already done. And we're looking to, with the Incubi Darkness where we've done a double thickness edge highlight, we're looking to do this probably 2/3 of the Incubi Darkness covered. So we want this to be not the thinnest edge highlight that we can do. So maybe do like the thinnest you can do and then almost double that. To just leave a little bit of Incubi Darkness showing. But you can start to see here now the armour's really taking good effect. So next up we are going to be going in with the Thunderhawk Blue, and we're going to just follow the exact same stages as last time. So you're going to get a nice fine tip on your brush. All of these paints, I should have said in the earlier stages, are diluted 50-50 just with water, no mediums or anything. And I'm using a Red Grass Games wet palette, and this I believe is a character brush from Element Games, or an Artist Opus Series S size 2 brush. I think I kind of switched between the two as I was going, but if you need it to be a bit smaller, I find the Series S size 2 you can get a nice tip with, and it holds a lot of pigment, so that's good for dragging the long lines. But you can obviously drop that down to a size 1 or a 0 or 00 if you need to get it any finer. So here we are with Fenrisian Grey, and this is going to be our absolute finest possible edge highlight. So I'm going to get a nice sharp tip on the brush, and I'm going to aim to hit it straight down the middle of those previous stages. And as you can see here, I'm just very carefully, basically hardly touching the brush on the model at all. You can see the paint is the perfect consistency because it's just running perfectly off the edge of the brush. So that allows me to make these long sweeping lines without having to stop halfway through. As you can see, I'm just dropping the model there. You don't have to follow that exact step. And next, we're just going to get the edge highlight done on that little cut in the armour. You can do little forward and backward movements if you want, like I am here, just trying to pick up just the tip of the brush, rather than having to press the whole brush against the surface. You can see me kind of hovering until I can just get the finest point onto the model. And here we are with the last stage, which is Blue Horror edge paint from Games Workshop, Citadel. and I'm looking to where there's a point on the armour trim, as you're about to see. Just do a tiny little dot where there's points, and then where, like there, where two lines are meeting, or there's like a cross section or an angle. I'm just doing the finest dot possible, just where those join, just as a little bit of a kind of a highlight point. And that brings us to the end of the black armour. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you like the final look of it. It's basically the best I can do to emulate the heavy metal style, and I'm going to be continuing this through my entire Black Legion army that I'm working on at the moment. You can find me on Instagram or on Twitter at Fluffhammer if you want to follow with the progress of this Black Legion army, and there'll be more tutorials coming soon as I go through it. Thanks for watching. See you later.